What are the risks in an IRS audit? Well, there's plenty of risk when the IRS audits your return. Let's start with the presumption that the IRS didn't audit your return by accident. The auditor's there because they're clearly looking for something that the IRS has questions on and they believe will yield additional tax. The auditor is not just going through the exercise of doing the audit just because. The auditor is looking for mistakes and looking for errors. Anytime the government examines a return that you signed under penalty of perjury, there is a level of risk. If the auditor finds mistakes, or if they don't believe that your documentation is properly substantiated on the return, then not only will they assess you tax, but they'll assess you additional penalties and interest. In addition, auditors often engage in what we call fishing expeditions, which is when they start examining the return line by line in terms of looking for more and more errors. An auditor that finds errors on a return is more likely to dig and dig and dig and dig until they're satisfied that they found all the errors that could possibly exist on the return. This process is a nightmare for the taxpayer. Not only is the taxpayer forced to provide all the documentation connected with anything related to the return, but it also usually yields in a high adjustment for the taxpayer. So enter the audit with the following in mind. Anytime your return is selected by examination for the government, whether it's a routine correspondence audit or a field audit, which is much more severe, you are at risk. There are varying degrees at risk, but a government investigation is never a safe bet. You're best to protect yourself, you're best to get a thorough analysis of the risk, and you're better to appropriately deal with the issue than to get caught off guard by the IRS auditor.